Good morning, traders. What is going on this morning? Good to see you all in here today. It's the second day of spring. Very excited for today, traders. A lot of good opportunities presenting themselves this morning, and I want to start digging right into it. SPI, of course, was our leading gap of this morning. Guys, I saw this creeping up around 354 bucks. This one's just been taken off, and that's what we've been seeing very recently in the market. You know, with MTFB yesterday, that was all in pre-market. On the long side of trading, a lot of it's been in pre-market. And guys, let me know if you're here just to make sure. I was having some technical issues this morning, so yeah, let me know if you can hear me and everything's good to go in here this morning. Old school, how's it going? All right, cool. We're good. We are good. All right, traders. Yep, so SPI was our leading gap of this morning. What is that up on right now? They completed an acquisition of 1.998 megawatts of solar photo projects in Greece. I don't know what that PR means, but it got a lot of hype and attention this morning. I don't think it's necessarily the PR. You know, I just look at these PRs just to get a kick out of it. You know, see what kind of brings in the volume and attention, see what kind of keywords people are looking at, what headlines drawing a lot of attention, just so we're best prepared in the future on SPI. So yeah, SPI right now, this is all off of just when the sentiment of the market and the market conditions right now. Yesterday was MTFB. What happened with MTFB? That one ended up just kind of fading on off throughout the day after its pre-market spike. That's what we've been seeing, just a lot of fading intraday this morning after we get some pre-market highs. So Jonathan, yes, we are here, old school, all good. What's up, Big K? Yes, sir. And morning, all good. Cool. All right, guys, thank you very much. Good to see you guys in here. Yeah, Big K, you know, I have gotten a lot bigger since high school. I've gained about 30 pounds. It might not look like it, but it's because it's all going to my butt. All right, traders, let's get straight into today. That's SPI. Will I be trading SPI? You know, I don't have shorts here. At least I don't think. Let me look. Yeah, no shorts here on SPI. What would I guess on this? You know, looking at its past chart history on it, usually this one just comes right back on down. Looking at that past chart history. This one isn't a, you know, this one's dangerous to trade. I'll be honest. It's going to be dangerous to trade. Where all the hype and attention is. Right now, the trend line, if we drew it out right now, or drawing it out, whatever. That's the trend we're on right now. In pre-market, what's been going on in the past few days, everything's been gapping up, some fading on down. Looking at the past chart history on SPI, every time this one goes up, comes on down. Volatility, what's up, man? Good morning to you. And Will, good morning to you as well. Jonathan and John, good to see you both in here. Ross lost 28,000 yesterday. You do not want to be his student. I understand. Andrew, good morning to you as well. So SPI, this one, yeah, we see a lot of upper shadows on it. Would not be surprised, understanding what MTFB did yesterday with our leading gapper. That one fade on off after a morning spike. That's important, though. You know, we have a morning spike, and then we fade on off. SPI, wouldn't be surprised here if we had a morning spike and then faded on off here as well. So just keep that in mind. This one's going to be a little bit dangerous to trade. It has very low float. So we'll just keep it in mind. There's this March Madness, man. It's been crazy since BPTH. Will SPI be like BPTH? I don't think so. I do not think that there will be another BPTH, you know, right around the corner. It's probably going to be a few months maybe. But that's SPI. Let's continue down the list, guys. What did we call yesterday? We got the chat room pump yesterday. Called it, guys. I'm going to try to call it again. That's fun. This is getting fun. That was FCSC yesterday. And then the day before that was something else. What was it? I don't remember. VXRT. We'll get to it today. Having fun doing this. All right, so that's SPI. Let's continue down the list, traders. There's a few opportunities this morning that I am getting excited about on the short side. Volmar and Andrew, good to see you both in here. Yes, sir. VRXT. So a couple really good opportunities on the short side. Let's turn our attention right now to CFMS. CFMS, this chart, baby. Woo! Look at this thing from 36 cents all the way up to $2.93 right now. I do have shorts here, so this is exciting. On CFMS, this one's really extended. Looking at the 3-year chart, we're going to have some tough, like 325 resistance if we zoom in here. Yeah, it's going to be some tough, about 330 resistance. Would probably be using that as my guide on it. Sitting at 290 right now. What we want to see here, if we look at the history on it, this is going to be somewhat similar to TEUM. You know, this has been buying off of the dips on CFMS. Just been continuing to climb from 36 cents. And when it has a red day, it has a strong pullback, but it'll hold and turn around, U-shape, continue on up. So CFMS, have we entered the backside of the move yet? No. And trying to find the top could be dangerous, you know, if you're not managing your risk well. So traders, if you're not managing your risk well, don't be getting into it. You know, understand and predefine that risk before you get into this trade if you're going to trade it. But CFMS, just have a guide, have risk management in place. For me, it's probably going to be about 325, 330 if we get a pop out of the gates. If not, on CFMS, if we just start selling off right at the start of the day, getting some pressure, because I'll probably start with a starter position on it, I'd be risking off of the $3 and the VWAP on CFMS. So yeah, I get excited about that one. Is today going to be the day? It might not be. It might not. It might still go a little bit. But that one, I think this is what I've been trading. These overextended trades. All right, I do have shorts there. Excited for it. Let's continue down the list, traders. What else am I looking at? You guys already know this morning. CYTK, this one's beautiful as well. The scanners are lighting up right now. What is going on? SPI is hitting a high right now, 624. Getting a bounce right off that trend line. So if you guys traded off that trend line, great job. Let me go over the play that I think might get a pump here. I'll just go over that one because I've hit this gotten this 100% right the last couple of days. Let's go ahead and go over that one. I think OSS could be the pump today. OSS. This one did come out with a catalyst. It looks eerily similar to how VXRT looked on Tuesday. It looks eerily similar to how yesterday's pump looked, FCSC. OSS is lighter on volume, getting a little bit of a gap up. That's what we want to see. What else? You know, it's got past chart history on it. It's got the catalyst. It's a lower flow. It's got exactly what the recipe that these chat rooms look for to pump. So OSS would not be surprised there one bit if that one broke $4 today. Would not be surprised at all. That's what I'm throwing my lot in as far as the chat room pump today. Thomas Rowe, what's up, man? Good morning. And Dak, good to see you both in here today. So, guys, that's what's been going on recently. I mean, besides those chat room pumps like VXRT and FCSC, it's been these stocks like SPI that are getting squeezed right now. Good lordy. Things getting squeezed. But after they get a morning spike right when the day starts, and then they just start fading on back down. So what do 90% of traders see when they see SPI? They're like, oh, this thing's going up to the moon. I want to get in it. It's going to keep going. It's going to keep going. And then it doesn't. All right. I mean, that's what the 90% of traders are doing. It's not going to go up forever. All right. So this is the trend that SPI is on. This is now going to serve as support, $6. This is an ascending triangle pattern that it was in. If you guys don't know what that is, go ahead and look that up. Also, I do want to just go ahead and announce this right now because usually we got most of the people are in here around 9:10, 9:15. If you guys want help one-on-one, I am happy to help you guys out, and I would love to talk to you about that. Just hit me up at my email. Some of you are newer and get stuck in those large 1,000 people chat rooms. So if you guys need help one-on-one, go ahead and hit me up. Be happy to help you out. So traders, yeah, this was the ascending triangle right here, SPI, and breaking the $6 area. Yeah, so just be mindful of that. This thing's not going to go forever. Just like MTFB did, that was our leading gapper yesterday. Had a morning spike, faded on off. So we'll be keeping that. Be mindful of that. Now I want to go over CYTK. CYTK, this one is setting itself up very nice as well. If you guys don't know already, it's this one of the patterns I've learned from my mentor here at ISW Intensity Stock Watch is the hangover. Hangover, guys. This one gets balled up all throughout the day. Yesterday has a nice volume coming in at the close of the day, sitting there at 65,000 shares at the close. Not getting any after hours volume to sustain that push throughout the day. It's actually gapping down a little bit, sitting here at 10:05. And then what happens is a lot of these traders that bought in up here around 10:15, 10:30, 10:40 just start selling it on off. It starts fading. And why am I also convicted that this could probably fade? If we look at the 6-month chart, look at this. 575, green day, green day, green day, green day, all throughout, guys. Green day, getting very overextended on CYTK. And I'll show you a pattern. Yesterday we were looking at, what was that? That was similar. It was the hangover type of pattern as well. That was on SRNE. I did not have shorts there, but if you guys did on SRNE, it's the same thing, same deal. We looked at that yesterday. Hangover candidate came up to that 200-day, had a little bit of a spike, and then just faded on off throughout the day yesterday. Nice play, $4 down to $3.50. If you guys took advantage of the fade on SRNE yesterday, we went over that one in pre-market. Ross lost 20K, 8K yesterday. I'm done. Child Hurry and Work 24. Good morning to you. I got your email, Work, and went ahead and sent that to CMAX, so you should be taken care of here shortly. Go ahead and hit me up if that doesn't get taken care of here in the next couple days. And Jerry, good to see you as well. Good day. All right, traders. So that is, we are running through these. These are some good plays this morning. We're looking at CYTK, CFMS, OSS for the little gambly pump this morning is what I'm guessing. Like the last couple days, SRNE yesterday, that was very similar to CYTK. And that's all this is, traders. I mean, I don't know why some people get a lot more hits on their trading videos. I think it's just because maybe the videos are a lot more emotional. Mine get very boring. It's just the same thing every single day. But that's what consistency is. If you want to be consistent, it's just the same thing every single day. There's nothing different about it. It's not trading this pump, trading this red to green move, trading that bear flag, it's just the same thing every single day. That's what consistency is. And that's what I want you guys to have, is the consistency. So TEUM yesterday, we've been watching that. You love boring. You love boring. Yeah, awesome. I love boring too. It's boring equals money, right? Boring equals money. It's just doing the same thing every single day. So TEUM, that one has had 2 red days back to back. Yesterday had a red day as well. If we want to trade this one on, yesterday I tried to take a short on it, and then I didn't have any shorts, and none of my orders were going through. I guess I should have looked, but the day before that I did have shorts, so I just didn't think about it. So yeah, TEUM, we want to keep this one on watch. If you guys do have shorts here, 515 was the previous close yesterday, so we could really be watching that as kind of a risk guide on it, on TEUM, if we want to be trading that on the short side. Seeing if we're, if 593 was going to be the top on this to start fading on off. I will be keeping it on watch as well. Yesterday, TYHT had some good opportunities on it. I didn't end up taking them. If you guys did, let me know. That one came up to VWAP, pulled and fade throughout the day as well. I thought that might have had opportunity to have a next leg up on it. It ended up just fading off very quickly. What's next, traders? So we've gone over that. If you guys want to trade MTFB any further, I know that was yesterday's. I think there still is opportunity for this to fade. Has a little bit of backside. Yesterday closed at 250. It's when these stocks get all the attention, and then all the attention just kind of wears on off. People, long bias traders, they start focusing, okay, going here, going there. Now we're on what? SPI, then we go from SPI. It's just a popularity contest, guys. This stock is most popular, that stock's popular. As far as shorting some of these, it becomes And that's why it looks kind of simple, when you guys see it. It's just because you're just trading kind of the backside of the move when people turn their attention elsewhere. All these chat rooms want all of us to keep our attention on these stocks that are hot, that they're pumping, like SPI or whatever it might be. But we can turn our attention to what was hot on the backside and just fade it even further. And old school, not boring, trust me. I appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. Let's continue down, guys. Let's continue throughout today. I'm probably going to knock that one off the list. If you guys are interested in sub-dollar, penny stocks that are moving, NVCN, that one came out with like a patent news, getting a little bit of hype. I'm probably going to avoid that one. Narrowing the list down a little bit this morning. SCON came out with some earnings. That one's SCON. That one has pumped in the past. I do remember this one. Keep it on watch if it breaks, I guess, 210 for a little pump on SCON. This one would draw in some attention on SCON. It's probably not one of my favorites, so I'm going to cross that one off the list. But yeah, it's got kind of a recipe to it. It's got the catalyst, lower float, a little bit of a past chart history to it. I'm probably going to cross it off the list on SCON, but it could get the pump. OSS could get the pump as well. My fear with OSS is it is gapping up a little higher than what the chat rooms typically like, if that makes sense. So it's gapping up from like 240 to 370. That is a decent gap up. What we want, like a 10% gap up. We want like a 10 to 20% gap up on these stocks. Just like we had the last few days when it's only gapping up, 20 cents, 25 cents, 30 cents. And that's a lower float, past chart history ripper with a catalyst. Gets these chat rooms excited because they know shorts are not going to be coming into them. So they are gun-ho with their chat room. They understand that. Me and the 1,000 people behind me, we're going to be able to pump this no problem at all. This one's gapping up a little bit too much, but we'll see. We will see. Well, let's take a look at that one. Keep it on watch. Pulling on back a little bit this morning. But my favorite plays this morning. And Child Hurdy, what do you think about SPI? Now, I'll get into that in just a second. I meant to type in ACB into my chart. Sorry about that. ACB, I'd be more comfortable on the ACB. That one I have been watching it a little bit. It's getting a little overextended, been fading off a little bit. Would probably play that one for, with a 981 guide, fading it a little bit today. If I was going to trade either one of those, but I'm not going to trade that one. What I would be looking at today, you're working me. ACB or CYCC. CYCC, there's no range on this one. I'd probably trade ACB. Has a little bit more range. Okay, let's continue down the list. Traders. I'm going to narrow the list down a little bit. Oh, I didn't even go over this one. So, it's faded on off a little bit from when I put it on the watch list. That was INO. INO I had on the watch list this morning for 425 resistance. It was sitting right around $4. It's already down to 383. I do have shorts there. Kind of one-to-one risk reward right now. And that's something I want you guys to pay attention to is your risk reward. If it's sitting at 380 and my target is like 360, which is where it closed yesterday, and my risk is around $4 or 420, it's not worth it. You focus on the best and high probability setups with the best risk reward on it. And what do I think that is today? And that's why I look at some of these stocks like CFMS. The things are up from 36 cents to 286. There's a lot of downside on it, especially when you see the emotions in it. When you see green after green after green, you see all these longs that are buying into it. There's a lot of emotions that are going into it. So very excited on this one. See a little bit of a backside on it. Eric, you just do day trade? Yes, sir. Just do the day trade. I like to rest my head on my pillow at night at peace, not be worrying about some positions out there. And because honestly, at the end of the day, when you're in positions, it can be a little frightening when you're just not paying attention to them, because all you know is what you don't know. I mean, they could come out with an offering, they could come out with a PR or earnings that are awful. I've seen some of these stocks that they'll go from $10 to $5 in a few seconds after some news. Yeah, I like to day trade. That's what I'm interested in doing. So traders, let's narrow down the list a little bit. We got a few minutes till the market opens on up. Yeah, BPTH, Jonathan, great eye there. That one's really just been selling on off. That one's really just been selling on off since it hit the high of $73. All right, let's narrow down the list a little bit here. SPI, of course, that's going to be our mama bear of the penny stock market right now. We're going to have to watch that one. Throw that on a monitor. See how that one's doing, because we need that one to fade on off if we want like OSS to pump, for instance. If we want something else to pump, we got to have SPI fade off. And then other than those two, I will be watching CFMS. I will be watching CYTK, those two. CFMS, that one could, continue its next leg up. It's had green day after green day. So just have risk management placed on it. That's what I'll probably be doing here. I'll be risking, I'll probably start with a starter position on it, risking off of, I'm going to see how heavy it is, essentially. I want to see how heavy it is. Probably be risking off of 320, 325-ish. If I start with a starter position here. Ideally, we can get a little pop out of the gate, but I do want to see this one be heavy. I prefer seeing it get a little heavy. When it gets pops, it gets stuffed. So when we see longs buying it up, we see upper shadows, we see those stuffs. That's what I really want to be looking for today. So that's really gonna, and then CYTK, let's pull that one up again real quick. CYTK, I do want to see this one just start kind of fading on off as well. CYTK 1019 was the previous close of yesterday. Would prefer not seeing it back over 1020. So if I start with that one here early on for a fade, I'll probably be risking off of that. But SRNE yesterday, that one got a little spike at the start of the day. So be mindful of that. It could happen. That one could happen. But trades, man, the pre-market just flies by, guys. What is going on? Pre-market just absolutely flies by. If you have any questions at all, if you want any help, one-on-one or anything, hit me up. If you have questions about the scanners, they're going to be 30% off in the description below. And, of course, CMAG's where I'm at. If you guys need help getting an account set up there, more than happy to help you guys out. All right, traders, that is going to wrap up this morning. Any questions at all? We got about a minute and a half until I'm going to shut her on down. Old school, good luck to you all, and thank you for the great content. I really appreciate that, man. TEUM getting a little sell-off right now, sitting at $5. We will see how that's going to open on up this morning. All right. Do you live trade in intensity stock during the day? Yeah, so we have a few of us in here that we're talking and trading throughout the day. If you have questions about that, hit me up at kmavery11@gmail.com. We don't advertise that at all. We are focused on trading with the best and leaving the rest, and not any pump and dump type of stuff. We want to trade with the best. So if you have any questions there, hit me up, email me. Happy to help you guys out. All right, traders, that is going to wrap up the day. And I will see you all first thing tomorrow morning. All right, love you guys. See you then.